Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another tutorial in Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm Melinda Pierce and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you how to make this card. This was a card that we made during one of our recent Zoom sessions. I do offer Zoom sessions on Wednesdays. There's actually 2 sessions on Wednesdays and 1 session on Saturdays. And all that information can be found on my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Melinda's Rubber Room. I do try to pin the current class on the top of my Facebook page so that you can join us and have all your materials prepared in order to make the featured card with us. So again, this was the card that we did last week, and it's just kind of a fun, different type of fold. And this side tucks into the front to kind of help keep it closed, like so. This is a new stamp set that will be coming out on May 4th. It is called Pen Petals, and this is what it looks like, and it has coordinating dies to go with it. It's a beautiful set. Make sure that you check it out in the current catalog, actually the upcoming catalog on May 4th. All right, so I'm going to point you down onto my work surface so that you can see what I am doing. And I will go through all of the measurements for the card and how to put the card together. So on my Facebook page, when I'm announcing my Zoom sessions, I do include the dimensions to cut your paper so that you'll be all prepared to make the card along with me. And then I answer any questions that you might have as well. Okay, so the first step, let me see if I can find my instructions. So here are the instructions. Hopefully you can see them. So for the base of the card, you're going to need 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And you're going to score that at 1 1/4 inch, 3 7/8, and 8 7/8. And then you're going to fold that as a mountain fold going up, a valley fold going down, and then a valley fold going down. So you'll notice that it does not match in the center. That is perfectly fine. Don't worry about that. Okay, and then you have another piece of cardstock that is the same color as your base, and that measures 4 1/4 by 3 7/8, and that is going to cover up that space that's on the card. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and attach that piece now. And what you want to do is make sure that this top piece is centered on the base. So you have equal distance from this edge to the base of your card. And when you attach it, you only want to attach this little 1 1/4 inch section to this piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to put glue right on this section here. And that way I'll make sure that I'm not putting too much glue on the card, and I'm not gluing my card shut, because I just want it to have enough glue on it to hold this piece of paper. So now I'm just going to kind of center that as best I can. I don't like to measure a whole lot, so I kind of try to eyeball things. So that looks about right. So now we have the base of our card that opens like that. Okay, so you can either have your card opening like this, or you can have it go under, over, under. So you have a little different type of fold. Okay, so now we have cardstock that measures 4 1/4 by 3 7/8. So that's going to go right on top. So let me get a ruler out here. So if you have a directional print, you want your 4-inch side to be going up and down. And that is the case with these pieces as well. All of your cuts, anything that has a 4-inch measurements, that's going to be going up and down on your card. Okay, so this is going to go right on the center of this top piece. The paper that I'm using was part of the Dragonfly suite, in the current catalog. I think that is still available. It's a fun little print. I think it's called Dragonfly, Dandy Dragonfly or something like that. Okay, so that is that piece. And then we have two pieces, right here on the instructions, two pieces that measure 1 3/4 by 4. So that's these pieces here. And those are going to go right under these, right under that main flap. So I'm just going to open that up. And you can use Tombow glue or adhesive if you prefer. All right, and this one is going to go on the other side. So this one actually has a wider area here, and I want my designer series paper to show when the card is closed. So I'm going to put it more towards the left than really have it centered, because this area here is not really going to show, but I want the designer series paper to show. So I'm just going to scooch that over a little bit. So now this margin here is pretty much the same as this margin here, and it's going to open like that. So you're going to see all 3 panels there. Then we're going to open this up, and you'll have a piece of the same designer series paper as we had on these flaps, and that is going to measure 2 1/4 by 4, and that is going to go right here. And then these thinner pieces are going to go right here. Okay, so again, this piece here is 2 1/4 by 4. And you can kind of mix and match your designer series paper whatever way you want. Some of these measurements are going to change a little bit depending on how you place that front piece onto your card. So I think actually this wider piece here was meant to go here, but this section here isn't that wide because I didn't place it as far over as I normally would. So it really is up to you depending on where you want to put your pieces of designer series paper. And you can always cut them down too. Like this one here is kind of narrow for this section, so I think I want to cut that down just a little bit. I'm just going to bring in my paper trimmer and cut off maybe 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and that gives you more of a border around there. Like so. And then this one is going to fit fine right there. So these little pieces are 1 3/4 by 4. I don't think I mentioned that one. So that is these pieces here. Okay, so now that's going to close like that, just like this one. And this time I'm going to put this tree down. And this tree is from another new set that's coming out in May. It's called Beauty of Friendship. It's another beautiful set. Got some great trees, and you can use these as shrubs or as smaller trees. And it's got some great words in it too. It does come with the corresponding dies, which is great. So I'm sure you'll see me use this set a lot more. But for now, we're just going to put it onto this card, and I'm going to try to raise it up with dimensionals just a little bit, just so that it's going to be easy to open and close that front section. I'm going to find some areas where I can stick these dimensionals and they won't show through. Oops. I want to make sure that they're all on this side of the die cut, because the other side needs to be open so that the card can open and close. Okay, so I think that will work. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick this just left of the opening. Like so. And that way that's going to keep this flap closed, and then you'll open it like that. All right, so I actually like that one better. It keeps it closed a little bit better than this one because there's more of the die cut on the right side. All right, and then I would just add a little greeting down on the right-hand corner. So that is it for that card. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me show you the original one. Again, is this one here. And then I had one other one, like so. All right. I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial. Hopefully you can join us for one of our upcoming Zoom sessions and we can make the cards together. It's always fun to be able to chit chat with each other while we are crafting, and I can answer any questions as we go along and help you out in making the featured card. So feel free to join me on my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Melinda's Rubber Room, and the upcoming Zoom sessions should be pinned at the top of the page. You can also access my online store from that site. If you'd like to go directly to my online store, you can go to www.melindapierce.stampinup.com, and you can see all of the goodies that Stampin' Up! Has to offer, including a lot of great deals on clearance items and sale items that are going on right now, since the one calendar year for our catalog is coming to a close in the next few days. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. That is always my goal for doing these tutorials, and hope you were inspired. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.